Philippines is a country rich in natural resources. Its land is fertile. Its seas abound with marine life. Its mountains are rich with minerals. The development of all these resources holds the key to a better life for the Filipinos. Present-day efforts are geared exactly to this end, to harnessing the land, to applying technology, and to tapping man's ingenuity to make this wealth serve the nation and its people. At the forefront of the exploration and development of mineral resources in the Philippines is Marinduque Mining and Industrial Corporation. Starting out as an iron mine in 1949, Marinduque is now a multi-billion peso industrial enterprise. Marinduque mines one of the world's biggest nickel laterite deposits and operates the first nickel refinery in Southeast Asia. It operates the second largest copper mine in the country and has the largest cement plant in the archipelago. Marinduque's initial capital of 50,000 pesos has now grown to 935 million pesos. It is the second largest corporation in the country in terms of fixed assets. But recent worldwide recession had not augured well for the company. Prices of nickel and copper have been soft, while operating costs have gone up. Not to be daunted, Marinduque Mining and Industrial Corporation, under the leadership of its energetic and visionary president, Don Jesus Cabarrus, has embarked on a multi-million peso endeavor to improve productivity, save on cost, and increase capacities. Marinduque's program of expansion, modernization, energy conservation has far-reaching effects into present-day operations. Located some 450 miles southeast of Manila in Nonok Island, off Surigao Province in Mindanao, is Marinduque's major capital-intensive undertaking, the Surigao Nickel Refinery. Valued at $375 million, the refinery has the capacity to produce 68 million pounds of pure refined nickel and 6.6 million pounds of nickel and 3.3 million pounds of cobalt in mixed sulfides annually. All for export, the nickel refinery's output accounts for 5% of Philippine exports. Nickel comes from the loose red soil called laterite. Scooped by means of draglines with 7 cubic yard buckets, mined ore is transported by 75-ton trucks to the primary crusher, reducing the size of rocks to 6 inches or less. Ore is then conveyed by a series of belt conveyors and stacked in a stockpile pad via a traveling stacker. Ore is reclaimed by front-end loaders for drying in rotary kiln dryers. Dried ore is ground and stored in fine ore silos and is air conveyed to feed bins, which supply 14 multiple hearth roasters, where the nickel is reduced by hydrogen gas to metallic nickel. The roasted ore is cooled and leached, where nickel, cobalt, and some other metals go into solution. The leached products are thickened in leach thickeners. The overflow solution then goes to the cobalt removal circuit. Filtrate from cobalt removal is fed to the basic nickel carbonate precipitation facility to allow basic nickel carbonate to precipitate. The B&C is redissolved in ammonium sulfate solution and fed to the The project further entailed the construction of new pier facilities to handle coal unloading. Coal unloading equipment capable of unloading more than 1,000 tons per hour of coal is the largest ever built in the country. The new coal park, which measures 450 meters long and 150 meters wide, can stock a total of 400,000 tons of coal. The coal park is also equipped with a gigantic traveling coal stacker. The coal conveying system, with a total length of more than 4 kilometers, consists of 17 conveyors and transports coal from the coal park to the dryers and into the day pad for the 2 coal-fired boilers. The coal conversion project meant the expenditure of $130 million, but it will enable Marinduque to save $54.7 million a year. This would bring down the cost of nickel produced from $3.20 per pound to under $2 per pound. In terms of foreign exchange savings in oil purchases, the coal conversion project would mean a savings of $152 million over 13 years from 1983 to 1992. Another significant future source of revenue at Nonok Island is the harnessing of the iron residues from the refinery tailings. Estimated to contain 55% iron after upgrading by cyclones and magnetic separators, the 15 million ton residues are appraised at $100 million of recoverable iron and other minerals. The residues are an ideal raw material for the manufacture of grinding balls because of its chromium content of about 2%. At Marinduque's Sipalay mines in Negros Occidental is a rich copper ore reserve estimated at more than 600 million dry metric tons and reputed to be the largest single ore body in the archipelago. At present production rate, the ore reserves will last for 45 years. With the objective of reducing operating costs and increasing income, a significant expansion program has been undertaken by MMIC. Adopting cost-saving measures, the expansion has increased the mine's capacity from 18,000 tons to 40,000 tons of ore per day, while maintaining the lowest cost in overall mining operations. Sipalay Mines uses the conventional open-pit mining method, whereby the massive deposit is drilled and blasted. Electric power shovels then load the copper ore into 120-ton Wabco trucks, which hold the materials from the pit. The ore assays 0.5% copper and has a cut-off grade of 0.3%. Extracted ore is then fed into two Kukenjo crushers located above the northeast wall of the pit. The ore is crushed to 8-inch size or less and then conveyed to the stockpile area above the milling plant by means of two parallel ore conveyors. Beneath the stockpile, copper ore is fed into vibrating screens and classified according to size. Oversized materials are separated for further crushing. Fine ore is fed to the grinding mills and ground to size suitable for the flotation process. The expansion program at Sipalay required the enlarging of the milling capacity at the concentrator. Two giant coffee ball mills with a capacity of 10,000 tons each per day were installed and commissioned. Ground ore from the milling drums is mixed with water and chemicals. The formed slurry is then pumped into flotation cells. With the installation of 4 new units of 18-inch by 20-inch slurry pumps, the flow of the slurry is regulated in accordance with the desired production capacity of the mill. Copper concentrate sticks to the oil-coated bubbles called froth that rise to the surface of the cell. This valuable product is the feed or raw material used by copper smelting plants. The moly plant circuit, which further extracts molybdenum from the copper concentrate, has also been relocated as part of the expansion program. In the waste handling section, a 60-inch by 89-inch gyratory crusher has been erected and commissioned. A waste conveyor, which can efficiently handle 5,000 tons of waste material per hour, has also been installed. At the Don Jesus Cabarrus Central Power Plant, a new 30-megawatt diesel plant has been completed and put to operation. Fabricated by CCM Sulzer, it is the world's largest land-based diesel power plant to be installed. By itself, it has cut power costs by a third for the Sipalay mining operations. At the Bulata Pier, 5 new fuel storage tanks for industrial fuel oil and automotive diesel oil have been commissioned. The Sipale mines produced 130,000 dry metric tons of copper concentrate in 1982, assaying 28.4% copper, destined for copper smelting plants abroad. With this valuable product, Marinduque Mining has demonstrated the success of an innovative venture amidst recessionary times. Bagakay Copper Mines in eastern Samar in the Visayas was Marinduque's first copper mine. Covering 252 hectares, Bagakay Mine is unique in terms of mineral reserve composition and type of ore body. Its copper ore is of high direct shipping grade and can mostly be exported directly without processing. Today, Bagakay holds promise as a major source of yet another mineral deposit: coal. Mineral exploration in Consolabao, 5 kilometers from Bagakay, has revealed an estimated 8 million metric tons of coal reserve, enough to support the coal requirements of MMIC. Recently, construction of the coal washing plant has commenced, and mining is expected to begin in 1983. The mine site has been cleared, and access roads have been constructed. The country's need for coal is expected to increase 142% by the end of 1983. By the year 2000, the world coal production will increase threefold, and coal will overtake oil as a major source of energy. In this light, Marinduque's venture in Bagakay becomes significant and timely in answer to the country's energy problems. Marinduque's island cement operation at the foothills of Antipolo, Rizal, 23 kilometers south of Manila, is the largest cement plant in the country. Its surrounding reserves of limestone, estimated at 66 million dry metric tons, and dactite, totaling 7.7 million dry metric tons, are both expected to last for 100 years. Its diorite reserves of 1.4 million dry metric tons will last for more than a decade. Utilizing the wet process, Island produces 60,000 bags of cement per day. This high-quality Portland cement meets the rigid specifications set both by the Philippine Bureau of Standards and the American Society for Testing Materials. An added feature in Island Cement's operation is the installation of a new automatic hollow block machine. Its rated capacity is 9,000 pieces a day for both the 10 centimeters and 15 centimeters sized blocks. To cope with increasing energy cost, Island Cement, like the nickel refinery, has completed a coal conversion program. It has transformed the plant cement kilns from an oil firing to a coal firing system. Two coal mills had been installed. These will receive coal of size not larger than 1 inch. Philippines and American stock exchanges. Looking back at the past, reflecting on the present, Marinduque Mining and Industrial Corporation forges ahead with confidence and strength in fulfilling its corporate mission in the mining industry.